that I did was I wrote the book, which is why I teach that in Branded Like a Leader. I teach you in the second week of Branded Like a Leader how to write a 300 or more page book in less than 30 days. And the reason why I teach that is because it was so instrumental in my process. I won't say success because success is defined by everyone differently. The process, right? It's so instrumental in my process. That was the first thing that I did. I was in my undergrad. Well, let me say this. The first thing I did was made the decision, right? So a lot of you are kind of on the walls. You're not really sure who you're going to be, what you're going to do, and you have yet to commit. So I made the commitment first. Then when I made the commitment, my process looked like going to school. So I went to school. And in school, I had a project to do that was about 16 pages, right? So I did the 16 pages. I was done with the article. And then I continued to write. I don't know, it just bubbled up in me. So I started to write on paper. And about 10 pages in, I said, hold on, this is not something I should be writing on paper. This is something I need to type, because if I need to type it later, I don't want to have 500 pages. So I started typing and I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. And I ended up, once I got to about 25, 30 pages, then I said, okay, I need to put this in a framework. So I used one of those frameworks from school that is called an annotated bibliography. And that's how I did my table of contents and broke my book into sections. I used an annotated bibliography. So let me tell you something. Sometimes you'll be drawn to something and you won't know why. But there's somebody playing chess at a higher level than you are. We play chess, but there's someone playing chess with people. There's someone playing chess with people and they're playing a higher game than you. So for some reason, I was drawn to go to school. And I did. I committed. I made the decision. I said, let's go. And in that process, one of my most hated classes was one that included the annotated bibliography. Despised it. Saw no purpose for it. But when I got started writing my book, and when I said, okay, I need to put this in a framework, the annotated bibliography came right back into my mind. And I said, oh, I can put this whole thing right in here. And I had a framework for the book. It was perfect. Now I teach it. And I've made multiple tens of thousands of dollars teaching this one thing that I learned from school. So never discount your energy or your effort or your experience in something. Go where your spirit calls you and draws you, right? So that's the first thing I did. I wrote the book. And then when I wrote the book, I didn't stop. That's what a lot of people do. They take one step forward, 2 steps back. I took 1 step forward and 5 more after that. So I began to contact people. I began to build my database. I began to network with people. I began to go to events, go to conferences. I found who was doing what I needed to do and what I wanted to do. And I made the investments to go where they were. I made the investments to stay in the area, to concentrate, harness the energy, harness the focus, right? And I learned from those who had more experience than myself. That's what I did. And then I shut up, listened, and did what they said. That's what I did. I shut up, I listened, and I did what I was told. And here we are right now.